Hi everyone, great that you're tuning back in. So today I'm going to talk more about the power of words, the words that you're speaking and the words that make your reality. Because that's how the mind works, the words we're speaking, that's the images we see, and that's the reality that we're projecting for us. So today I want to talk a little bit about how to reframe self-limiting beliefs, right? You've all heard of people who really want to shed weight, but they're just not able to do it. Or you heard, or maybe yourself, you just want to do some public speaking. You want to do an event, you want to speak for 100 people, you want to do this presentation in front of all your colleagues, your peers. But you're so shaking, you're just trembling with the idea of speaking before people. So in this case, we can go back to the childhood and we can figure out why you have this big fear of rejection, because that's the fear, right? If you're going to stand in front of a crowd, the worst thing that can happen is that these people are going to laugh, these people are going to reject you, right? And these beliefs come from a childhood belief, because as a child, if you felt rejected, this fear of rejection is going to do everything to keep you safe. So if in your childhood you were humiliated by a teacher, or a teacher just mocked you, he said, oh, you're never going to amount to anything, or classmates, they laughed with you, or your parents, they didn't believe in you, they never came to see your school performance, or they missed one of your school performance, you might have this belief: people don't believe in me. The worst thing that can happen to me if I get on stage and I get completely rejected. And this as a child, of course, is true, right? Because as a child, you don't want to be rejected. If you're rejected, you do not belong. And if you don't belong, that's a real danger for surviving, because we're all wired to connect. But if we reframe these self-limiting beliefs, if we go back in regression, we find out what's really the cause of the things that you're not achieving, of what's keeping you from shedding the weight, or what's keeping you from doing your public speaking. If we look at the root cause and you become aware of what's the real reason, then, reframing the words, we shift your perspective, right? So we would shift that fear that you had as a child. We would use certain techniques to explain to you as an adult. You're a 35-year-old adult, you're a 50-year-old adult, you have a wonderful career, you have an amazing family, you have friends who encourage you, who motivate you. You have the skills to learn more, so you can really do it. So I just want you to think for a moment, because think of this group of Marines, when they're running through the mud with this heavy equipment on their arms, and they're singing, they're running, and they love it. They just love it. It's because they're trained. Their mind is trained. They put these words in their mind. I love doing this. This is amazing. I belong to this group. This is my passion. I just enjoy this so much. So you just shift the perspective, right? And this is an amazing tool that we can do with hypnotherapy, right? So it's not about positive thinking. It's not about that. If it's a real danger for you, then you're not going to reframe these thoughts, right? So you're reframing childhood beliefs who don't serve you anymore, and you're just looking at the real reality. So if this speaks to you, and if you're interested in shifting any of these beliefs which are self-destructive, which are limiting you, and which is retaining you of really thriving in yourself, contact me. I have 60-minute free intakes where we can discuss whatever concern you have, and we can see if we're a fit. Okay? Bye. Keep tuned.